Hi everyone. Real quick, I have a very important message for my beautiful, wonderful, young, energetic, talented brothers who are campaigning to become president in Nigeria. And every one of you know that there are too many young people this time around who want to become president. You have Showore, you have Durotoye, you have Moralo, you have even my brother from Ben TV, and the rest of them. Everybody, all of them are great, wonderful. In fact, this time around is so difficult because these are my favorites in terms of human beings. These are my favorite human beings coming out of Nigeria. And funny enough, they are all doing the right thing at the wrong time. This is the wrongest time in the world for any young person to say, I want to become the president of Nigeria. You see, when we understand the times, we will be able to understand the right thing to do at the right time. You can't do the right thing if you don't understand the time you are in. The time we are in is not a time to come to aspire to become the president of Nigeria as a young person. It is a time to dismantle the satanic structure that was built by the colonial masters, which is actually what is ruling Nigeria, what has kept Nigeria where it is today. Nigeria did not get where it is today, this appalling place where it is today, because of human beings per se. I am not excluding human beings. I'm not exonerating human beings. I'm saying it is not per se the reason why Nigeria got to where it is today. It is because of the evil satanic plantation company structure that was put in place to be used over a so-called country. And that's why in almost every one of my posts, I keep letting people know Nigeria is not a country. It is a company by every standard that you can think of. So my wonderful Showore, as vibrant as you guys are, what we need now is for the youths like you and me to come together and brainstorm on how to pull down and completely devastate and destroy terminally the wicked satanic British structure that has been imposed on Nigerians. You see, anybody who wants to become president or who eventually becomes president, you have to flow into their structure. You have to use their wicked, lopsided structure that is already schemed in a way that it favors the British. 85% of what you make out of Nigeria goes to the British, whether by hook or by crook, whether directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, you are making money in Nigeria for the British. And that's why they can't develop more cities like Lagos in Nigeria. Everybody just has to flow from all the regions in Nigeria to go to Lagos, or you go to Abuja. Because if we have to have other cities like Lagos, then the money going to Britain is going to be shortened. The British people decide what goes into our educational curriculum. They decide what goes into our political structure. They decide what goes into everything that happens in Nigeria. They decide it. They decide it. Are you not aware of that? They decide it. That's why we need to pull it down. It's wicked, it's demonic. What do you think is contained in the Commonwealth Charter? The Commonwealth Charter implies that the Queen is still the head of state of Nigeria. Any other person you call president is only a manager, in fact, executive director, not even a managing director. The Queen is the head of state. Go and read your Commonwealth Charter. Only India, Malaysia, Singapore, and I think 2 other countries have been able to kick her out as the head of state. Nigeria still maintains the Queen of England as the head of state. So they decide what happens. That's why you can't be president without going to get anointed in England. That's why they don't want Buhari to leave, because nobody has given them such a free hand to run their country, Nigeria, the way they want it, like this particular APC regime in Nigeria. The division runs so deep. Let me say something that many people don't want to talk about, Mr. Showore and all my beloved brothers from the Yoruba side. What do you think an Igbo man is thinking in his head when you visit him and you tell him you want to become president? When the Igbo man, the Southerner and the Southeasterner know too well that their son was president, and it was the Yorubas who helped the Northerners to take power, at least on face value. Of course, I know it was England who did the whole work, but on face value, this is what is in the news. This is what everybody saw. This is what everybody is seeing. To the extent that even a Benue pastor a few days ago was now saying that we told the Westerners, we told the Southwesterners, but they didn't listen to us. Do you see the kind of resentment that people are having towards the Southwesterners because you had a pastor who is supposed to be the Jesus Christ of Nigerian Christianity, even African Christianity? Pastor Adeboye was the one who endorsed Buhari and told the whole Christians that this man was the right person, even gave him a vice president. You have the Yoruba Muslims, everybody was behind Buhari against a Southerner who comes from the so-called oil producing area. And the Igbos and the Southerners, Southeastern Southern, wanted him in power, but they were overpowered. Do you think they have forgiven the people for what has happened? And now you have a vice president. At least Yoruba has an upper hand in this regime than any other person. Tell me how those people will now begin to tell themselves, okay, let's go and vote another Yoruba person. These are things that nobody is talking about, but I will talk about it. These resentments run deep. Have you thought about it? Do you think all the other parts of Nigeria will now happily come and vote a Yoruba man again to become president? Do you think the Hausa man will be openly happy to come and vote another person to take over, knowing what they have done under Buhari to other people? Did you ever think in your widest imagination that Middle Belt will come together and begin to work with South and be going up and down and saying we are one, now separating from the North? The division is beyond it's beyond comprehension. This is no time as a young person to start thinking, I want to go and run. On what platform do you want to run? What structure do you want to run into? There is no constitution in Nigeria. There is no INEC. Who is going to win over Buhari? Apart from winning over Buhari, anything that needs to happen before 2019. That's what I expect you, celebrities, all of you too young to run guys who are coming out like Showore and all of you. This is what we should do now. Destroy the wicked satanic structure and then pray and impose a different structure that will allow. Because let me tell you the gospel truth, my brother, Biafra is gone already. I don't care what anybody thinks. Biafra is no longer part of the scam. Biafra is gone because there's no union in Nigeria. Middle Belt is almost out. We are talking about how to renegotiate the union so that there will not be a bloodletting as we part ways. And you people are thinking of how to go and run for presidency. Can you save your resources and your forces and put it together? Let us fight for the real thing that needs to be fought for. What we should be fighting for now is the renegotiation of the union. Remember when I told APC, I made a video and I told APC, you have a brilliant opportunity to renegotiate this union and go out as heroes. If you don't, I gave them March, April. Now you will lose your members and their family members, and then Nigerians will turn around and chase you away. Go to my Facebook page, Joseph Okechukwu. Okechukwu is spelled Okechukwu, Joseph Okechukwu. Go there. All the videos and pictures that you did not see about APC Congress, the recently concluded APC Congress, you will find it on my page. Go and see and tell me if this is the party that you want to go to 2019 with. My beloved brothers and sisters who want to run, please forget about it. Let's get ready to pull down this wicked structure, renegotiate the union, and then save a future for our generation unborn. God bless you.